Coach Jacey Brooks here, senior for Move. Now, you want to go ahead and coach, give us our kind of first thoughts after the big win?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Just really proud of the girls to stay resilient and keep fighting when we dug ourselves a little bit of hole in that first quarter. The last two games haven't been great in the first, so we'll put our heads together as a staff and try to fix that so we can put our full 4 quarters together. But we could have easily just packed our stuff and not fought back. So really proud that we were able to do that. Different people stepped up in different ways. It's the threes that Emily hit in that second quarter. Obviously, T got going for us, so really happy and excited for her, especially when our other posts struggled a little bit. But just really happy. All wins aren't pretty, but we'll still take them.
Questions for our coach, student athletes?
And then, Coach, you got this is your first home win as well as your second straight win by double digits. What did you see working tonight and working for over these last 2 games?
Yeah, the defense, right? Take away those first, couple minutes of each of our last 2 games, the first 5 minutes of the first quarter. Our defense is really locked in, and I'm a firm believer as a coach that you've got to be able to play defense night in and night out because there's going to be nights where your offense is clicking and when your offense isn't, right? And if you play defense, you always have a chance. So we're learning to do that right now. We show glimpses, but I tell the girls all the time, if we can guard people in the half court, I like our chances, right? It's when they start getting out in transition a little bit where they're creating more opportunities that scare me. But I was happy to see our offense, come together, scoring 67 points, getting to the free throw line a lot. We knew that they were foul prone, and we took advantage of that.
And then, you mentioned the fouls right there. You shot 44 free throws, and then not a great offensive night outside that 2 of 16 from the. So what can you do going forward to not have to rely on getting to the foul stripe so often?
Yeah, just continuing to get high percentage opportunities for our team. As a unit, we don't shoot a ton of threes. Obviously, want to shoot it better than 12%. So we'll continue to work on that, get rhythm shots. But the first thing we look at is what type of threes are they? Are they forced? Are they, in rhythm? Are they catch and shoot? Those type of things. And, if they are rhythm, I'm okay with them. But it's when we start to force a little bit that I don't like. But we'll continue to evaluate. We'll continue to get shots up and hopefully develop some more shooters along the way so there's more threat on the outside.
And you mentioned the slow starts the last 2 games, obviously overcoming them in both games. What can be done over the next month or so going into MAC play?
Yeah, I think that's something we have to evaluate as a staff, of what is going into it. Is it my pregame talk? I don't know. We're going to evaluate everything because I don't want to do this night in and night out, right? To come back from a deficit is always nice to win, but we do waste a lot of energy doing that. I'd rather just come out ready to go and play a solid 40 minutes instead of a solid 35.
And Teresa, you had 19 points. It's a season high. You shot the ball very efficiently. What was working for you in the paint, getting down low, close to the basket?
Well, I'm just really happy and proud of my team for staying together when things were going down. We never gave up. We never gave up on each other. We just stayed together, and that was a motivation for me, to be there for my team.
And then you had 15 points, I believe, in the second half. They kind of fueled that comeback. Just talk about what was different first half to second half.
Well, it was really I was just playing. I'm not going to lie. I was just there having fun and just playing for my team. Yeah.
And I felt like, to go off that, I felt like they couldn't guard her. So we were able to go to some quick hitters where getting her touches at that elbow, and she's able to take anybody off the bounce and finish.
Coach, in the first quarter, they shot around 50%. Let's look at the rest of the game. Second through fourth, you all held up below 30%. What did you all see differently from the first quarter to the remainder of the game? Was it defense? Was it pressure?
Yeah, they came out and scored 23 points in the first quarter, and that's just not what we do. And I felt like they were just being more physical than us. They were being more aggressive. Any shot that they missed, they went and got the offensive rebound, right? We weren't ready for that. So we've got to make that change and be ready from the go. Because once we were able to lock in and keep them out of the paint, they were getting paint touches at will, and we wanted to keep them on the perimeter. And once we were able to do that and then limit them to one and done, things started to go in our favor.
Anything else? All right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.